Hey y'all, I am back with one more video for the day. And so this video, this word kind of comes from some emails. So God speaks to me through a lot of different ways. He speaks to everyone, in a lot of different ways. So it's really important not to box him because you might miss a lot if you do. But he's always speaking. And for me, he speaks sometimes through emails. And these emails I've kind of gathered over the last week or so, and this is what I got. Huge news illuminates tomorrow. All yays, all September long. Something big is on the way with a little gift box emoji with it. Picked just for you. Surprise. Celebrate love like never before. And then ready to pack your bags. So going back to huge news illuminates tomorrow. News is pretty much information not previously known to someone. And illuminates means visible or bright by shining light on it to light up. I had also gotten the number 3313, and in the Strongs, that means to shine out or forth, to cause to shine. And when I previously recorded this video, I had recorded it earlier, but God gave me more, and so I had gotten rid of it. But the ring light, as I was reading the part about illuminate, my ring light just brightened super bright like the sun, and it was just total confirmation as to what he was speaking on at that moment. So that was pretty cool. I wish I had it. But anyway, so he's definitely speaking on illuminating some sort of huge news that you're about to receive. Is going to illuminate your tomorrow. Like, it's going to make your tomorrow shine bright. It's going to brighten your day, right? And I had been getting the number 611 a lot, which means an answer, a reply, to take up conversation. So this may be like a response, a conversation, an answer, a reply that you have been waiting on, and you are about to receive that answer, that news, that is going to brighten your tomorrow. And when God speaks to me about tomorrow, a lot of the time I take it as not a literal tomorrow, but like his timing of tomorrow, which could just be like a seasonal change, like tomorrow, next season, like the coming season, the coming weeks, that's the way that I take it, but it might be a literal tomorrow for some. I don't know. Take this back to God, because it may not be for you. And if it is, obviously seek him on further confirmation, etc. But he also brought back to mind the RAM, the 11th hour miracle, the last minute miracle. He's been speaking to me for a while about that, but he brought it back to, he reiterated it recently this past week, through a dream that he gave me. Basically, to sum it up, I was surrounded by people who I would consider enemies, and they were kind of just there watching and waiting for something to take place in my life. And I was waiting for that last minute miracle to show up, that promise, that last promise, a big one that God has promised me. And in the dream, it showed up last minute, right? So, and again, it's huge news. Illuminates tomorrow, some sort of news you will be receiving, maybe a reply, a conversation, that last minute thing, that miracle. It's going to take a miracle. It's going to be a miracle that takes place. God also had given me 1307, which in the Strongs means transparent, through which light passes, and also 1212 to be clear, manifest, evident. This is coming forth and being made manifest. You're going to see it. It's going to be transparent and clear and evident. Like, you're going to see it. And I had also today had seen a license plate, And it said, that's another thing that God speaks to me through, is license plates a lot. And it said ATBR and then the number 67. And immediately when I read those letters, I heard a time to be remembered. And next to that, on their license plate, also at like the bottom, it said worth it. And so I actually got led to, 67 in the Strongs means Meadow of Egypt. And I got led to Genesis chapter 50, where Jacob has died and has passed, and pretty much everyone, the Egyptians and stuff, they're all mourning his death. His death was something significant. It was a significant death, and it was a sad time. They were mourning over it. And it was a time to be remembered, right? And what stood out to me next to that was worth it. So like, I'm going to circle back around to this. Let me read this first, this part. So I had also seen a license plate that said Patch 99, and it stood out to me when I started looking into it. Patch means to repair the damage to something. Also, 99 sometimes leads me to Zechariah 9:9, which is your king comes to you, humble, gentle, riding on a donkey. So that person is, let me finish. Then today, I went into my daughter's room, and on her floor, I noticed, so a few years back, we had gotten this Easter egg hunt tray, carton, and it was like Hobby Lobby has a lot of Christian stuff. And so it was like a Bible, had a lot of stuff like the crown of thorns and all of that, like scripture related items to do an Easter egg hunt with. And so the donkey that was in that was on her floor, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I picked it up and I felt led to put it on her flowers, next to her flowers on her dresser that I have, and take a picture of it. Well, these flowers are dead. Don't judge. They need to be changed out. I'm aware she needs new flowers. But that's significant too. The reason for it being is this person is coming back to you humble, gentle, ready to repair the damage that has been done, ready to make amends, ready to reconcile, right? And you will be receiving those long overdue flowers. It's taken a while to get those flowers to you, which is why they look dead. They're overdue, but you're going to receive them, right? And that picture, I don't know how to post or edit videos on here, so I'm just gonna make that picture the thumbnail picture. And so yeah, then pretty much to sum that up, that person, this miracle for you may start out with a simple reply, a conversation you might be waiting on, a response, a reply. And they're about to take up that conversation, and that is going to be your miracle. That is what's going to usher in, and going back to the death and the mourning and stuff. This may be a time, of where it might be, you might have to say goodbye. If that is the case, it's time to shift into this new life with your spouse, and, go off with them. This might be a time that you have to, going back to ready to pack your bags, this might be a time that you have to pack those bags and leave some people behind, right? And it's sad. I don't handle change well, and although it's something, you've been waiting on and stuff, it's different when it starts happening, right? It's a sad time to make changes. It is a sad time to have to say goodbye to some people. Change can sometimes just be a sad time, right? But this is a time to be remembered, and it's going to be worth it, right? The goodbyes and all of it, like when you give birth to a baby, you forget all of the things that you just, you had to go through, up to that point. to deliver the baby, it's all worth it. And so also, somehow I was led to this song from 1967. I've never heard of it, never heard of the people. I was born in 96. And so, I know some old music like from the 80s and stuff, just from growing up and having to be in the car with my mom and listening to music, that I hated, by the way, when I was little, but now I really enjoy it. I love listening to like that music, but I used to hate it when I was a kid. But like 1967, no, I don't know how I got here, but look. Also, to make note, 67 goes back 19, so the 9 goes back to Zechariah 9:9, and then 67 actually goes back to the number that was on the license plate that meant Meadow of Egypt and led me to the scripture. But this song is actually called The Letter, and it's by the Box Tops, whoever that is, I don't know. And it says, give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got no time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone. I'm a going home. My baby wrote me a letter. Well, she wrote me a letter. Said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see? I got to get back home to my baby once more. My baby wrote me a letter. And I'm going home. So... I don't know. That might be that answer and that reply, that 11th hour miracle. I don't know, but I'll read the emails one more time to close this out. Huge news illuminates tomorrow. All yays, all September long. Yay, by the way, I've been seeing a lot of that word lately, and that just means like yay, like excitement, joy, happiness, something finally happening, maybe that you've been waiting on, like yay, right? Something big is on the way with a gift box, picked just for you. Get ready, celebrate love like never before. Ready to pack your bags. So that is it. That is the word. This is not for everybody. This is so specific. Again, take it back to God. Please take it back to God and sit with him in your, own personal alone time with him, and, ask him if this is for you in this season, and ask him if it is, obviously to confirm it to you. And if it's not, then it's not. It's not for everyone. So, we're all in different seasons, and by taking, grabbing onto a word, because I did this so many times myself, so I can speak on it because I did this to myself so many times. I would hold on to words when I was going through tough times, and just really, I had itchy ears. It made me feel good to think that it was my time, right? But it would always, because it wasn't my time, it would lead to hope deferred. I would go downhill, an emotional downfall, and it also opens up the door to the enemy and to allow him to come in and start manipulating you and all of the things. So please take it back to God and sit with him before just receiving, this word. But I do pray that it gets to the people that it needs to get to at the right time. And if y'all feel led to sow, I will put my information in the description box, and I appreciate every seed that is sown. I pray over every seed that is sown. And I just, I appreciate the, whether it's financial seeds or even just the comments that y'all leave, some of the messages that y'all send that are really sweet and encouraging. I appreciate every bit of it. And again, I pray that this gets to the right people at the right time, and I will see y'all whenever, the Lord leads me to come back on. Okay, bye.